Ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know me, my name is Byron.
Oh.
Hi, Byron.
Hey, Byron. Hi, Byron.
I love Christmas.
Yeah. Yes.
I unabashedly, unapologetically, unironically, sarcastically, unquestionably love Christmas.
Yeah.
That's why I wear this.
Give it some green and red.
I don't give a fuck. I'll wear this anywhere.
Do it.
I love Christmas so much, I think we should decouple Christmas from religion. And it's not because I'm anti-religion.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-religion. I don't have a problem with religion. I just want everyone to celebrate this holiday. I want everyone to have this season. I'm going to tell you guys why. I grew up poor. Plain and simple. A lot of people grew up worse than me. That's fine. But the principle remains the same. I grew up in a trailer park in Jefferson County, Missouri. Which is not the same as an RV park. Let's get that hierarchy straight. But it was a trailer park in Jefferson County, Missouri. If you're not in law enforcement, you might not know what that means. Jefferson County, this is a real statistic. You can look it up. The #2 meth county in the country.
Damn.
It has been for 20 or 30 years. When I was a kid, it was #1. Tulsa, Oklahoma overtook us. I think we can get back there. The trailer park I grew up in was called Siesta Manor. That's what this is. To remind me that no matter how badly I screw up in life, I don't live in a trailer park anymore. The thing about when you grow up in a trailer park is that when you grow up poor, under any circumstances really, eventually you get a chip on your shoulder about it when you start learning about capitalism and socioeconomic status and all that shit. And I'm certainly guilty of it. I was an angry teenager for that reason. But prior to that, when you're too young to really know about such concepts, you have a different set of standards. It's not depression, it's not pessimism. You just you assume you're not going to get anything. I'm not going to have sneakers that light up. I'm not going to have a Trapper Keeper. I'm not going to get the Ninja Turtle band. It was the 90s. Just to be clear. Again, you just assume. And when you're poor, you know it. You know it every day. Even if you don't hear it, if you're not made fun of it for it, you know it. By the time I graduated high school, I had 2 guns in my face. Saw a guy get stabbed in the back. Saw at least 3 trailers burned to the ground, and on multiple occasions had to move my mom's car or take another way home because the cops were raiding one of my neighbors. And by raiding, I mean the cops would show up with a tow truck and I would have one less neighbor. So it wasn't an environment conducive to optimism or hope. And that changed on Christmas. If you ask most people what the best part of Christmas is to a poor kid, they would understandably say Christmas morning or presents. And I get why people say that, and you're wrong. That's the worst part about Christmas. I'm going to tell you guys the best part about Christmas when you grow up like that. For me, in my example, it was the Sunday after Thanksgiving. The Sunday after Thanksgiving, my dad would come home Sunday morning. He'd have a box of donuts, and on top of it, the Sunday edition of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. And my brothers and I, we would race. We would jump over each other getting to this paper, and we would destroy this paper. And we were looking for one very specific thing: the Toys R Us year-end holiday catalog. And this is a regular ad. It's all I could get my hands on this year. They might not even do it anymore because of the internet. But for us, this is what we were looking for. Because my parents, in addition to wanting us to write down physical lists, they want us to go through these ads and circle what we were talking about. So they made sure to get the right thing. And I remember back, and you realize something happens when you go through these things. Mm-hmm. You circle the stuff that's realistic, they think you could possibly get. But then you look at the thing next to it, and you start ratcheting up. So it's like, okay, I could get those sneakers, but maybe I could get those light-up sneakers. Or, I want a Leonardo Ninja Turtle figure. That's totally possible. But then, it's Christmas, so I might get the van. There's moon shoes, and there's a fucking air hockey table. You start itching up as you went through it. This was the best part of Christmas for us, for me. This was hope. This was optimism. For 11 months out of the year, you were a fool and a jackass if you thought you were ever going to get out of that fucking trailer park. But for 30 days, it was okay to believe that you were on the same plane as everyone else. it was okay to believe that you could get a little bit something more, that you could be happy and not be made a jackass for it. And I personally think that everyone, every man, woman, and child, wherever you grew up, wherever you're doing, deserves 30 days of hope and optimism and believing that we're all on the same plane and it's all going to be okay. And I don't care what anyone thinks of my sweater. I don't care what anyone thinks of my hat. That is why I, unsarcastically, unironically, unqualifyingly, love Christmas.